Hello. Hello, beautiful people. Hope you all are doing very well today. Welcome back to the Young, Black and Independent Show, where we discuss a variety of topics to help young Black folks enjoy lives that are spiritually fulfilled, lives that are value added, lives that are less materialistic, and lives that are financially independent. It's your host, Sil, and in today's show, we shall be discussing independence. Yes, I'm talking about your emancipation, no longer tied to anyone's apron strings. Let me ask you this. Do you consider yourself as young? According to the Oxford Dictionary, young is defined as having lived or existed for only a short period of time. Or are you one of those who consider age as just a number? Today, let's dive into the word independence. You must have heard this word being used by different countries around the world as they express their joy of having broken free from colonialism. Being independent means a lot of things to a lot of people. However, to most of us, it simply means being free from outside control and not depending on another's authority. If you are not financially independent, you most likely are living with your parents or relatives, working a 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. job, depending on your government for benefits, studying on a student loan, counting on grants or donations to fund your own projects, squatting at a friend's, relying on your husband, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend for your own livelihood, living on a rented or mortgaged house, depending on financial handouts, and so much more. Let's mention a few other types of independence that are not often talked about. The first one is spiritual independence. This means being able to forge your own relationship with your God at your own pace. The second one is health and fitness independence, which means not relying on a doctor to tell you what to eat or on a fitness trainer on how to maintain your physical fitness. Thought leadership independence. This means being able to express your own opinion without necessarily following the crowd or getting entangled into groupthink or herd mentality. The next one is non-conformance independence. This means being able to break away from family, community, societal, cultural, and friends' expectations in order to experiment carefully, thought out things in your own way. The current dynamics in today's society make financial independence the most sought after form of independence. Many of you have left home for the first time to study at university. This likely means living independent lives from your parents and making decisions about what you eat, with whom you associate, when to study, and making decisions about the number of student jobs that you take on or how you want your social life to be. This is a path to adulthood, and it is to a large extent enjoyable, even considering how broke you can get as a young adult. This is a path I traveled, and in my experience, I found that keeping the right company, identifying and working towards available students' financial support, saving as much as possible, and staying focused on my academic goals all helped towards gaining my financial independence. When you become financially independent, you will realize that a lot of the external control and authority over your life just fades away. Some people can become financially independent through an inheritance, but most of us have to work very hard for it. To become financially independent, you must have enough passive income that earns money you can live on without having to go into office or without having to work at a job. Dr. King Jr. had a goal. His goal was to fight for the black people in America to be given the opportunity to make their own independent choices of what school to send their kids to and what neighborhood to live in, and much more. If your goal as a young person is to become independent, I urge you to do the following. I want you to start with a spiritual cleansing. Being able to free your mind and spirit from all your hurt and your baggage. This usually has to do with forgiving your past in order to make room for the present and your future. Secondly, you have to perform a self-evaluation of your current state of affairs. You can find more information about this on our website. Your mind and your imagination equals to your lack or abundance. You can read that article. The next thing is to get clear on who you are and what you want out of life. This has to do with self-reflection and meditation. You can try yoga. You have to set a vision and mission for your life. Your vision is going to be where you want to be in the future, in 1, in 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now. And your mission is just being able to write down exactly how you intend to achieve your vision. You have to set SMART goals for your life. SMART stands for specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. The next thing to do is to embrace habits that will be resourceful in achieving your goals and shake off the useless ones, such as too much time spent on social media, watching non-value added posts and information. The next will be to identify the people, the skills, the knowledge, the resources, the location, and everything else that will lead you to your goal, and to avoid by all means anything or anyone that will distract you or derail you from your goals. And finally, put in the work. Everyone wants to become independent, but most people just don't like the discomfort or sacrifices that come with it. They would rather stick to their comfort zones and expect things to fall into place magically, which unfortunately doesn't work that way. I will leave you with this quote, which I found inspiring and relevant to today's theme. Do not ask God to guide your footsteps if you're not willing to move your own feet. We've come to the end of the show. Thank you so much for listening. If you liked this, I urge you to please follow us on Twitter, Young and Independent, Facebook, Young and Independent Community, YouTube, Young and Independent, Instagram, Young and Independent 35, and you can go on our website to check on job opportunities and read more resourceful information on www.youngandindependent.com. Thank you so much, and I wish you a lovely day. Bye.